If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well.
Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again and welcome to episode number 22 of the Barcelona career mode here on FIFA 15. We start with a home game against Levante, obviously the lesser side in the Valencia region, and obviously having a lesser season than the larger Valencia side as well. As you can see, they're in 14th, Valencia are in 2nd, and actually our closest rivals, but closest is probably the best way to phrase it, because they're not close, not even close to being close. It's a big gap we have at the top of La Liga right now, and hopefully we can extend that today. You will have noticed just there, Ronaldinho starts for Barcelona here against Levante for the first time since we brought him back in the transfer window. We'll try and get David Villa involved in a game or two over the upcoming episode or two as well, if we possibly can. Levante playing a 5-4-1. They've got Carlucci up top, who actually is a decent striker, formerly of Villarreal. Obviously in real life he's actually moved to is it Tigres in the Mexican league, as well as what's his face, Andre Pierre Gignac from formerly of Marseille. But we come very close to taking the lead there through Rakitic. Really good strike from distance. Unfortunately didn't quite drop in time for him to be able to get the opening goal off the top of the bar, but understandably we continue to be on top. Ronaldinho here has the first shot of his time back at Barcelona. Unfortunately it's blocked, drops to Luis Suarez, and then that shot is well saved. So continuing to be on top. Ronaldinho continuing to be involved. Played it into Luis Suarez again this time. Louis going on a really nice run before rifling it into the bottom corner. 1-0 Barcelona. Thank you very much. We'll take a 1-0 lead. We'll hopefully try and build on a 1-0 lead as well. Not very many games end by a single goal to nil scoreline when you're playing as Barcelona. Hopefully this won't be the case again. Jameltra gets actually a very good turn inside here. Sets up Diop. Out wide to Chametra again, but a good save down low by Claudio Bravo, and that kind of summed up Levante's attacking play, to be honest. Couple of good passes followed by a tame shot. Suarez into Ronaldinho here though. Great feet to get past one, great feet to get past the second, but the tackle comes in, and it's going to drop to him again here, and he can't retain possession and get the ball into the back of the net. Unfortunately, we're coming close to getting Ronaldinho his first goal back at the Camp Nou, but it won't come just yet. Carlucci gets this back to Ivancic. Not really too sure what sort of save that was from Claudio Bravo, but fortunately we were able to keep it out and stop it from going over the line and into the back of the net for an equaliser. Chametra again involved in the box. Quite a tricky customer actually in this game. Chametra drops it to Diop again, who has his shot well saved, and then I don't know what that was. Whether it was a cross, whether it was shot, I'm not sure. But Ronaldinho was getting rather tired, so he took him off and brought on David Villa. He was actually going to play at cam now. It's just a straight swap, position for position, cam for cam. And David Villa will sit behind Luis Suarez up top. He actually picks the ball up. He's 25-30 yards out. Welcome back to the Camp Nou, David Villa. What a screamer for your first goal back at your old club. Brilliant strike from David Villa. A wonderful finesse shot from about 25 to 30 yards out. We will definitely have a look at a replay of that. He's about 40 yards out here. It's a good 25-30 yards that. It's a really nice finesse into the far bottom corner. You see from this replay, it really arcs around and then swerves away from the keeper, dips into the bottom corner. Glorious strike. That's Barcelona 2, Levante 0. Hoping to extend that lead again if we can. Rakitic through to David Villa again from the same sort of distance. This time with a lace shot. Not quite as good as the previous finesse one, it has to be honest. So maybe if I'm going to lace it with David Villa, we have to get a little bit closer to goal. Unfortunately though, Messi goes down injured there after being tackled by, well, I say tackled, he got nowhere near the ball. And for some reason, the referee didn't blow for a foul either, but Messi went down and stayed down, and he's actually going to be out for about 4 weeks with a hyperextended knee. So fingers crossed we can get him back sooner rather than later. I don't really see where his knee hyperextended in that challenge either, but never mind. We lose Messi. We had to bring on Christian Teo on the right-hand side. He obviously cuts inside here with a bit of pace. Pjanic bursts past one, then dances past the second, but can't find the bottom corner. Really nice run, actually, from Miralem Pjanic. He's an extremely good player on career mode. I'm not sure whether I'll look to use him on FIFA 16, because I've used him here in this late Barcelona career mode. I may actually do a Roma career mode at some point during FIFA 16. And then I'll have Pjanic and Nainggolan at my disposal there anyway, won't I? So we jump into the Champions League for the first time since the group stages. We have FC Basel in the round of 16. Obviously, the Swiss side, we will take them on at home initially, and then we'll play the second leg away from home, obviously. Hoping for a decent first leg result and scoreline if possible. Just to keep a clean sheet would be nice, and then go into the second leg feeling comfortable that any sort of result would get us through. I just want to win, effectively, and a win with a clean sheet is obviously the preferable outcome. But a strong side starting here. No David Villa or Ronaldinho near the starting lineup for this one. They are starting Bril Embolo up top though, so we have to be wary of him. I'm not sure how much he will have grown on this save at present. Probably not much because we're still in the first season, but he's a good player in real life, obviously, and on FIFA I didn't really get on with him when I played with him, but he does grow very quickly, and I know everybody seems to absolutely scream at every YouTuber to buy players like Embolo and Memphis. Well, this year it's been Memphis Depay and Embolo. Last year it was Zakaria Bakali and Memphis Depay. And Embolo actually involved here, gets it under control well. It's a good shot actually from Gonzalez and comes back off the woodwork. We are pushing our luck here at home against Basel. I don't want to give them a foothold in the game. I said I wanted a clean sheet, and we've come close to losing that so far. Roysto turns inside here. Doesn't really get caught out, or it doesn't really lose his stride there from the challenge, but the cross was headed towards Neymar. I didn't have a chance to try and win the header and get it into the back of the net. Well, the referee pulled it back for the free kick. So, alright, well, we'll put in another cross with Marco Royce then, shall we? He barely even caught me. He didn't even trip me up that much at all. But never mind, Marco Royce would take the free kick and put in another cross. He's going to aim it towards the middle, and it's actually Arda Turan that wins the header and gets it into the back of the net. So even if Neymar had or hadn't been able to get the ball into the back of the net from the previous Royce cross, we were still able to get a goal and go in front from a Royce cross just a few seconds later. So Rakitic across to Nangolan, still looking for a second here. Good feet to get past one defender. Rakitic dances past another. Shot is well saved. Really odd technique. He just kind of stood there and let it hit him. But Embolo plays a nice ball into Delgado here, out wide to the far side. And Bril Embolo has drifted wide now. They are playing 4-4-1-1, so they haven't got too many people to fill the gap in there at striker if Embolo drifts wide. But that would have been a wonderful goal. Their striker there, Delgado, had have whipped his foot all the way around that, and that had gone into the far top corner. That'd have been better than David Villa's goal by an absolute mile. But Lacazette comes close to another headed goal there, but unfortunately couldn't get it on target. So into the second half we go, around about the hour mark. Basel, again, coming forward. I did not expect them to be as good in this game as they were. I definitely underestimated them going into this one. I did the same with Elche the other day, and it almost cost me. Fortunately, we were able to come away with a decent result in that Elche game. But this one, it's only 1-0 so far, and Basel continue to come forward. And if they can get an away goal here, that would be crucial for the second leg. Obviously, I don't want that to happen, but Gonzalez gets in behind here. Could have had the shot, gets it back to the man that gave him the ball, and his good save down low by Marc-Andre ter Stegen means that they stay goalless and we get the slim 1-0 win. So we'll take that into the second leg. I would have preferred, obviously, a bigger scoreline, but for them to have no away goals, I guess, is kind of more of a bonus than perhaps a 2-1 scoreline would have been. So never mind, we'll take that. We'll try and obviously get an away goal in the second leg and push on and try and get ourselves through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. But we have a squad report now. We are into a new month. We only had one a couple of days ago, but there was only 4 games in the entirety of the month of February. So we're into March now. Again, if there's anybody you want to have a closer look at, then feel free to pause the video at any particular point to have a closer look at the stats in detail of any particular player. Arda Turan and PK still up too. No, I don't think there's been actually much growth in anyone else since the last squad report, because obviously there's only been 4 games. Some players I would have expected to grow a little bit, like Rafinha, etc., haven't. Obviously Meunier spent some of the year out on loan, so I'm waiting to see if he actually grows a little bit. Andres Iniesta is up to 90. He did exactly the same for us in the Golden Oldie Squad Challenge with Chani and MZH as well, so pleased to see that. Also pleased to see Sergi Roberto up to 78 now. He hasn't played much for me as well, and like Meunier, spent the first bit of the season out on loan on a short-term deal. But David Villa and Ronaldinho's physical stats are starting to drop, but that doesn't faze me. They're still just as good as they were when we brought them in, so it doesn't bother me. David Villa's already off the mark. Ronaldinho has had definitely a part to play in his experiences on pitch for us so far. The lead currently is 9 points at the top of the 11 points at the top of the table, but we have a game in hand over Valencia, so should we win that, we can extend it to 14, and I think it's safe to say we're going to win the La Liga title, don't you? It could actually be cut by an extra point if Real Madrid win their game in hand as well. As you can see, they'll go 1 point above Valencia, so it could be only quote unquote 13 points should we both win our games in hand. But still, with what 15 games left to go in the Barclays Premier League in La Liga, we're hoping to get that La Liga title and obviously doing well in the Champions League as well. So we'll continue to push forward and continue to squeeze out as many videos as we possibly can to try and finish this season before the end of FIFA 15. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.